already discussed so many of the concepts of this chapter. Remaining concepts we have to discuss in this class, and by these concepts we have to conclude for this chapter. Okay, last concept is what? Evaporation. Is evaporation. What is meant by the evaporation? Is before that evaporation we have to remember that word boiling. Is what is meant by boiling? Meant by boiling here, suppose when the substance, any substance converting solid to liquid, what we have to know? This we have to know as a melting. Okay, here the solid substance converting into liquid, the process we have to know as a melting. In the previous class we already discussed that one. Now this liquid converting into gas, that process we have to know as a what? Boiling. Suppose just you have to take an example of the water. When the water will be converting into water vapor, at 100 degrees centigrade only the water will be converting into the water vapor. Before 100 degrees centigrade, the water will not converting into the water vapor. At 100 degrees centigrade, the water is converting into water vapor. That means from the liquid state to gaseous state. Then we have to know as a what? Boiling. What is the boiling point of the water at this situation? 100 degrees centigrade. In our everyday life, the 100 degrees centigrade is the boiling point of the water. Yes, but here we have to discuss the evaporation. Just we got the idea about the boiling process. What I am doing, simply I am throwing the 2 liters of the water in our classroom. Otherwise, you are listening to my class and getting the headache with my teaching. Suppose what the water bottle is there beside of you, just you have to throw it. Yes, at the time what will happen? Water will be fall down again. Your mother will be scolding, otherwise hitting you. Yes, am I right? Yes, sir. There is no water in my house, in my room. Yes, you don't do anything. Simply you have to sit. Yes, you are angry with your mother and me because of I am teaching. She is scolding you. It's clear. After some time, what will be happen? After half an hour or 1 hour, the water will be evaporate. That means there is no water. Water will be disappear. How it is happened there? So it's evaporated. How it is evaporated? That is the I required. That means is there 100 degrees centigrade in your room? No, there is no 100 degrees centigrade, but water converting into water vapor. How it is happening? Some situations like this, when you throw the water in your room or house, after some time the water will be evaporating. Again, one thing also, after washing off your dresses, you are keeping it outside. After 2-3 hours, what will be happen? These dresses will be lose completely water. Where it is was gone. It went into atmosphere. How it was went into atmosphere? It evaporated. How it is evaporated? Due to some kind of the factors. That's mean the first example of your room water, second example of your cloth water. Before reaching its 100 degrees centigrade, the water converting into water vapor. Actually, what is the boiling point I told? At 100 degrees centigrade only water should be converting into water vapor. But some other situation, some particular situation, exceptional case, water will be converting into water vapor before reaching its boiling point. That process we have to know as evaporation. What is that? Evaporation. Before reaching its boiling point, water converting into water vapor. That process we have to know as evaporation. What process? Evaporation process that we have to remember. Is there any factors will be work on the evaporation? Yes, some kind of the factors will be working. One only surface area. One only what? Surface area. Second one wind speed. Third one humidity. Third one is what? Humidity. There is a chance to ask the question in the examination. What factors are working on the evaporation process? Surface area, wind speed, and humidity. How these factors are working on the evaporation process. Suppose you have to take that one test tube, otherwise small glass, you don't have available the test tube in your house. Small glass water you have to take. Again one bucket you have to take for the same one glass of water. Here the one glass of water is there, here the one glass of water is there, but in bucket. These two things you have to keep aside. Yes, that's mean in front of your house. After 2-3 hours you have to observe. Yes, which water will be evaporate as easily? Sir, bucket water will be evaporate as easily. Yes, because of surface area will be more, evaporation also will be more. Surface area will be more, evaporation also will be more. That things we have to remember. Yes, surface area will be less, evaporation will be less. Just you have to try this activity at your house. You will be get the clear information. If the surface area is more, evaporation also more. Next one, wind speed is there. Wind speed is there. Just you how to wash your clothes. Of course, you don't have a habit to wash your clothes by you. Yes, always your mother will be wash and she will do everything. Yes, try it. One day you have to try it. 2 school dresses you have to wash it. Yes, one dress you should be keep in your room. One dress you should be keep it outside. Yes, outside. Otherwise, 2 dresses, one dress in one room, again one dress in another room. Yes, in your room you have to switch on the fan. Again another room you have to switch off the fan. Yes, after 2-3 hours you have to observe which room cloth will become as a dry as easily. Where the fan will be rotating, that room cloth will be dry as early because of there is a wind speed is more, there is a wind speed is less. If the wind speed is more, evaporation will be more. Wind speed will be less, evaporation also will be less. Next one, humidity, percentage of the moisture in the atmosphere. Yes, percentage of the moisture in the atmosphere is known as a what? Humidity. Yes, simply you have to do it same things. Today so much of the rain is falling. Tomorrow there is no rain, dry day. Today completely wet day, rain is falling. Today you have to wash your clothes and tomorrow also you have to wash your clothes. You compare today and tomorrow, when your dresses will be evaporate, dresses will become as dry as easily as early. When the rain is falling at the day, the dresses will not become as dry as early. You know the lot of experience of this one is in this rainy season. Because of humidity percent will be more, evaporation will be less. Humidity percent will be less, evaporation will be more. When the rainy day, the humidity will be more, evaporation less. In the dry day, the humidity will be less, evaporation will be more. These 3 factors will work on the evaporation process. Yes, what I told, surface area more, evaporation more. Wind speed is more, evaporation more. But humidity is more, evaporation will be less. Is there any uses, any applications of the evaporation in our everyday life? Yes. Suppose you are playing much more time in the ground, you will be get the sweat as much more from your body. As you will get maximum sweat will be come out from your body when you play in the ground. Just you have to sit aside, not under the tree. Simply aside you have to sit for the few minutes. At the time what will be happen? Your body will become as a cool. How your body will become as a cool? Why you feel as a cool at the time? Because of what sweat is coming out from your body. That sweat will gain more heat energy. That sweat will be gain more heat energy from your body and evaporating. Automatically gaining heat energy from our body and evaporating. That's mean our body is losing heat energy. As when our body is losing heat energy, we feel as a cool. We feel as a what? We feel as a cool. When our body lose heat energy, we feel as a cool. Which sweat is coming out from our body, that's gaining heat energy and evaporating the things. Due to that only our body will become as a cool. We feel as a cool. Again in summer season we use so many of the pots for the water. Just you have to compare the steel vessels consisting water and pot consisting the water. Which water will become as a cool as possible as early? That pot water will become as a cool as soon as possible compared to the steel vessel, because of this is in a pot. This pot consisting the tiny pores, small pores will be present. Small pores will be present. From these small pores, what will be happen? Water will be come out. Water will be come out. The water which will be come out from this pot, what it will do? Around of this pot, surrounding of this pot, heat energy will be absorbing. What will be absorbing? Heat energy will be absorbing from the surrounding area and it will be evaporating. Due to the absorbing of the heat energy from the surrounding area, water converting into the water vapor. Water converting into the water vapor. That's mean around of this area the temperature will be reducing. Temperature will be decreasing due to the reducing or decreasing of the temperature of this area. What happened? As temperature decreases, no, automatically the water will become as a cool. That's mean temperature decrease mean losing of the heat energy around of this area. That's why water will become as a cool. But when we compare in the steel vessels, at the time there is no small pores. There is no chance to come out the water from that vessels. There is no chance to absorb the heat energy from around of this area. Due to that only it will not become as a coal. Due to the evaporation process only our body will become as a coal after the playing the games in the ground. Again when the pot water will become as a cool due to the which process? Evaporation process. These are the applications of the evaporation in our everyday life. Again, one special property of the water we have to discuss. Special property of the water we have to discuss. What is the special property? Any object, suppose solid or liquid, whatever it may be, if the temperature will be increasing, the solid converting into liquid and liquid converting into gas. At the time, the size of these substances, that's why molecules will be moving far away from each other. Here the molecules also moving far away from each other. Solid substances and liquid substances. When we heat, at the time what will be happen? The molecules will be moving far away from each other. That volume, occupying volume will be increasing. Here liquid also you have to compare. Water you have to take especially when we increase its temperature 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3. At the time this volume will be increasing because of molecules will be moving far away from each other. But when it will reach at 4 degrees centigrade, when it will reach the 4 degrees centigrade, at the time what will happen is its size will not be increased, it will become very close together. It is a different kind of the characteristics of the water. At 4 degrees centigrade what will be happen? Its density will become as a what? Less. Its density will become as a what? Less. Its molecules very close together at this situation. At this situation, these molecules are coming as a very close together. It is remaining 0 to 3. At this situation, the molecules will be moved far away from each other. Molecules will be moved far away from each other. At 4 degrees centigrade, these molecules will become Ice will be float on the water. Ice density will be less, the water density will be more. What I told, at 4 degrees centigrade, water density more. Water density will be more. Water density will be more. Volume will be less. Volume will be less. In this situation, the density of the water will be more and volume will become less because of molecules are comes close together. Ice density will become less. Ice density will become less due to that only ice will be float on the water. Ice will be float on the water due to the reason of the aquatic animals will be live safely when the oceans will become completely ice, because of only the ice will be float on the water. Density of the ice will be less because of the water density will be more at 4 degrees centigrade. There is no problem for the aquatic animals. There is no problem for the aquatic animals. Only that things also we have to remember. At 4 degrees centigrade, water will be exhibit the different kinds of the property only. These are the concepts of this chapter. Every concept we discussed, as well as if you have any doubt, you have to put the message in our school group. Yes, I can give the explanation for your doubts. Just you have to write only running notes, not a fair notes. After reopen the school, otherwise in the next month I can prepare some different kind of the questions about this chapter. For that only you have to write that answers in the fair notebook. Up to that you don't write that any fair notebook. Just you have to try to write the running notes, and that only you have to send to the our school. Just I'll check, are you listening our class, are you following our instructions or not, whatever it may be. Okay, thank you, bye.